Weapons of Mass Destruction, or WMD. We start with a definition. WMDs are weapons that can kill and bring significant harm to a large number of humans and/or cause great damage to man-made structures, for example, buildings, natural structures such as mountains, or the biosphere in general. There are four broad categories of WMDs, all of which we will cover here, including biological, chemical, radiological, and nuclear. The last two are related but different, with radiological referring to the contamination due to radiological material and nuclear to nuclear blasts. But I first want to provide some context by considering three scenarios for possible terrorist acts. Although all involve bioterrorism, they can easily be adapted to versions of different categories of WMD attacks. Scenario number one. Ruthless elements of the Abu Nidal organization are instructed to commit a monstrous act against the U.S. and Israel and leave no signature. New York City is the target, the financial center of the world and home to millions of Jewish Americans. A fishing vessel sails around Manhattan Island starting at the entrance to the East River. To avoid suspicion, the vessel has the external trappings of a commercial boat normally present in these waters. At a speed of 3 knots up the river, an airborne cloud of dispersed respirable anthrax spores, suspended in a suitable medium, for example inert powder, would be released from the nozzles of an aerosol generator. By conservative estimate, more than 400,000 people die within 48 hours. Manhattan and its surroundings are contaminated and may have to be evacuated. After the attack, the fishing vessel heads to the open sea where it is destroyed. The U.S. must respond, but against whom and how? Scenario number two. A terrorist group strikes with a vengeance in the U.S. 10 milligrams of botulism toxin, 10 to the 5th lethal doses, are injected into bulk milk in a commercial processing plant after it has been pasteurized. Each carton of milk or milk product, for example ice cream, contains thousands of lethal doses. When the toxin takes effect, the victims experience crippling nausea, vomiting, cramps, double vision, and paralysis. Casualties number 2,000 to 4,000 with 50% mortality. Scenario number three. The Animal Liberation Front places small nitrogen pressurized aerosol generators in an air vent of the ballroom of a major Washington, D.C. hotel housing the annual meeting of the AAAS, that's the American Association for the Advancement of Science. 5 kilograms of ricin are dispersed over 3 hours. 2,000 people are exposed. Within hours after the dinner, 11 people collapse. By morning, 170 people are critically ill or dead. All of these are examples of bioterrorism. It's easy to extend and scale these scenarios to other categories of WMD. Scenario planning is one of the key concepts upon which national security strategy is developed. It is a form of intellectual wargame exercise.